Okay guys, so today is going to be a video about how much I spent on my personal gaming PC and how much I'm selling it for. So the personal gaming PC is this right here. It has MSI X570 Gaming Pro Carbon Wi-Fi motherboard, Ryzen 5 3600 onto that cooler, 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz RAM, RX 6600 8 GB, 1 TB Western Digital. I think it's like a SN770 or something. It's like it's just a 1 TB M.2 SSD, and then a 2 TB hard drive. I swapped this. I actually have an 8 TB hard drive, but since I'm selling it, I'm not including that. So here's how much I spent. So the story behind this PC is, there's a long story, because pretty much every part in it is used. It's like, so when I originally bought the PC, it was $80. It didn't include that. It didn't include anything basically that you see inside, other than the power supply and like the fans and stuff. So it originally came with this case, an X470 AM4 motherboard, no CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, and yeah, no SSD or hard drive, but it did come with the motherboard, the RAM, and that power supply. I'm not totaling the other parts, but like, oh, and then, okay, so here's kind of my math here. So I originally spent $80 for that PC, and then $75 for my original Ryzen 5 1600. It came with a cooler as well. And then like, I think I used like a SSD and like a cheap hard drive, so I don't know, maybe add like $10 in there. So the whole PC was like 100. Oh, I'm not including my RX 5600 XT because I still have that. I haven't sold that and I didn't include it in the PC, so GPU is not a factor in this. So it was $155 originally without the GPU. And then I actually sold the X470 motherboard and the Ryzen 5 1600 for $90. So that brought down the total to $65, again, not including GPU. And then for my current build, since I got some really good deals on it, I got this motherboard. Some old guy was like was about to throw out all these parts, and he posted on Craigslist. He's like, if anyone wants to just come take them and like make me an offer. He had like an X470 motherboard, X570, which worked. The other X470 I think had some problems, so I just sold that for parts. But this X570 Gaming Pro Carbon Wi-Fi, which like when I looked at it, it was still like $150 used. I got that motherboard, the X470 motherboard, GTX 760, and RX 590 8 GB for like $17. So this motherboard, probably, because I sold all the rest of that stuff for way more, this motherboard is most likely free. But I just, I just put $17 into the total price here, just for shits and giggles. But most likely it's actually I should probably negative this out and deduct it from the build because I sold all that stuff for profit or included it in builds. But yeah, so this number is probably even lower. This number is probably, I've sold some of that stuff for like, I think the RX 590 probably, it stopped working eventually, but I still sold it for like $50. 760 I included in the build. I sold the X470 motherboard for, yeah. So this, I'm not really gonna do I should like going back into my eBay and stuff and then like look how much I sold all this stuff for, but this number is even lower. I'd say it's probably about 100 or something. So here's the amount. So 65, 17 including the motherboard, 60 for my Ryzen 5 3600. Didn't include the price of the cooler or the SSD because I actually got those as Christmas gifts. My aunt gave those to me. Realistically, this cooler is like $17, and that SSD at the time that my aunt bought it for me for Christmas was like on a sale for like $50 or something like that. But again, I didn't buy it, so. And then the hard drive I got in like a trade, so it's pretty much like, I didn't get it in a trade. I got it for like a really good deal. But I sold the other parts for more money, so it's basically just like an added bonus, not even including the hard drive in that price. 17 for the motherboard, basically 60 for the CPU, and then 80 for the GPU, the RX 6600. I got a really good deal on this. These go for like at least $200 on eBay after. It's like $175 before tax and shipping, so well over $200 on eBay. I got that for 80 used, so my grand total is $222. Again, most likely lower. I'd say probably closer to like 100 about that, 100 to 150. Yeah, and I'm selling this PC, not this monitor. This is I'm keeping this monitor. He's gonna get another monitor. This PC, don't want to show you everything, all the mess in the room. This Dell monitor, it's a 1080p monitor. It's pretty nice. It's not anything special, probably like 21 inches or something. And actually kind of got screwed on these deals, but you know, I'm getting a really good profit margin on this PC anyway. So bought this keyboard for $6. I usually get these for like $1 or $2, but yeah, none of my places had any keyboards. So, or they had like wireless without the dongle, so I wouldn't have bought them. $189 for the mouse. Oh, and this monitor was like, I think, you know, like $5. So for the peripherals, like, oh, including tax, so like $650, like maybe 2. So like $850, and then 5 would be what would that be? $850 plus 5 would be $13.50, I believe. Yeah. $13.50. Yep. So like $14 basically for the peripherals. Yeah. So basically, we made a lot of money on this. You know, I'm kind of sad to see this PC go. I've had it for quite a long time, at least like probably 2 years, but you know, not with like different parts. You know, so all the parts have basically been swapped other than the case and the power supply, but all the parts have changed because like, you know, new motherboard, new CPU, new GPU. I still have the 5600 XT, so that's not getting included. Actually, I paid like 2 years ago. I think I bought that 5600 XT for like $145. And then I bought this 6600, which is better than it, like 2 years later, but for like 80. And this is still a really good deal. And I could sell the 5600 XT for like $100 as well. So, yeah. But I'm probably gonna include it in another build. So yeah, just made a good amount of money off this. And yeah, I feel like I'm making a profit, and it served me well for, you know, like 2 years or so. This gaming PC. I'm just gonna be using my laptop pretty much. You know, I might make a desktop like in the future, you know, with like profits and stuff, just because I like desktops more than laptops. But you know, my gaming laptop is pretty solid. I think it's probably better than the desktop. So, yep. Sad to see it go, but happy to get the money from it. So thank you. Have a nice day, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.